It's been a while since I was down south, but it is where I grew up. On this episode, I'll be turkey hunting, back in my birth state of Arkansas, and also the great state of Texas. And I'll be joined by my grandfather, better known as Pawpaw.
What are you doing? Turn your camera off. This is what do you call it? It needs to be censored. Oh, Daniel. Isn't it amazing how this has changed our life? This GPS stuff.
Yeah.
It's amazing how it'll put you right on the spot. Mike, you hiding in here trying to scare me? You gotta turn the electricity on just a second.
Our first stop is in the Ozarks, at our family friend Mike Curry's deer camp. Well, here we are, Arkansas. Very fortunate to be able to get on some private property here in the foothills of the Ozarks. It's hot. I forgot how hot it is in the south. Humid, lots of frogs. See what happens. Gonna do some hooting. Ooh, 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 ooh. I already saw some turds. It's a good sign. Hen turds, but turds either way. God, it's freaking hot out here. Arkansas. It looks real good. Like it looks thick, but you get back in here and there's some openings, there's some creeks. There's a little creek bed here. There's more hardwoods. I'm pretty open. See if I can hear anything here in the next 20-30 minutes gobbling.
What is that? Joking.
Rained a ton last night, probably like 3 inches. Stormed all night. This morning, no gobbles. Mike and his son killed 2 gobblers out of that ground blind on opening morning, which was a week ago. And there's one other gobbler in that flock, so hoping he's still in the area. I'm up here walking this pipeline, or gas line. Looks freaking perfect. Great turkey habitat. Have not heard a gobble yet, though. We'll see. It's Arkansas turkey hunting. I've heard the stories. It ain't easy. Even though we do have some private to hunt. Just gonna keep moving around, calling, looking for sign. The normal stuff. Odd place for cactus. Today's been tough. Not seeing sign. No gobbles. Hiked about 6 miles this morning. Kind of the perimeter of half of this property. And this was my favorite looking spot. Nice hardwoods on top here. Out on a point. Just so wet. It kind of sucks because that had to take all of any sign that I had before out of the picture. Well, it's good because if I do find sign, it'll be fresh. I have 0 clues as to where they like to hang out or anything. But this looks awesome up here. Just hardwoods aren't. That's not like everything's in hardwoods. A lot of it's logged, so it's pine, thick pine, varying stages of its life cycle. God, it's pretty. It looks perfect. It's getting close to evening, so I think I'm going to set up here for a good 30 minutes. can't even describe how good this property is. Openings, hardwoods, pines, diversity. Getting that Arkansas turkey experience where there's just not that many birds. Took a nap for about an hour today. Other than that, hunted the whole time. Tomorrow morning's gonna be clear, cool, 46 I think in the morning. It's gonna be real nice. Well, it's a different day, but after tomorrow we're supposed to head to Texas. Good morning from Arkansas. Still no gobbles. I didn't film any this morning because I just ran around a big ridge top, one that looked really good yesterday. But no gobbles the first couple hours. I then hiked about, I don't know how far this is, pretty far, into basically a whole new area of a drainage. It looks really good. Mature stands of timber. I'm gonna set up, yelp, make a racket, see if anything happens. Maybe want to come in silent. Kind of my wit's end here. We're going back to Oklahoma tonight to go to Texas tomorrow afternoon. Finally, a turkey track. It's about the smallest turkey track I've ever seen. Looks like a pheasant track. But hey, right as we're leaving, we ended up with a big old Arkansas ass kicking is what I'd call it. Driving over to Texas to check out this ranch. It's windy. We're gonna be dealing with some heat. It's kind of your typical western Oklahoma, Panhandle of Texas weather. Hot and windy. Living in a dryer out here.
I'll tell you that. Yeah,
Been there that long, he'd be a dead sucker. Why did I not play my rifle in here?
there's two of them.
Big.
There, yeah, there.
Dang.
Just take off.
That's really short, man.
You knew you had them binoculars.
I hate letting one go.
Boy, he took off, didn't he? Stone. Was it two of them or one?
One I saw,
I just saw one.
big mangy one. Saw one I saw.
3, 4, 5.
Jack's a couple of hens.
No Tommies.
I don't see one.
Maybe we saw a turkey though. That's right. Hey, it's fine.
Progress.
Close to the property.
Progress.
Progress, man.
Deer season, they'd always fly down in this field in front of us.
Okay.
But the corn feeder's running.
Right.
And so it's not running, so that may not be true, but there's still, I promise you, there's still turkeys in these cottonwoods. They typically fly down between that armadillo and where the grass is not mowed. Go ahead and put the decoys out tonight and hunt it tonight.
No, that's fine.
And who knows? I mean, they come wandering in here early. They may give you a shot. I don't think you'll have any luck calling them. I don't think they'll be able to hear you in this
So
wind.
dang windy. Yeah.
Well, here we are in the Panhandle of Texas. Finally got a little hide set up. Only took an hour in the wind. These cottonwoods that we're at are supposed to be potential roost trees. Saw turkey tracks on the way in on the road. It's a good sign. Let's see what happens tonight. It's windy. Windy as can be. I saw one just fly down right behind that big cedar just now. I had about 15 fly down 300 yards south of us. And then now we got one answering me, but he sounds a long ways away, a quarter mile away. But at least we're hearing gobbles, finally. It's been a long week. A lot of deer.
There's plenty of deer.
There are a lot of deer. He's cut me off once, so maybe he's coming. I don't know, but he's a long ways away. Or sounds like it. Sounds like it probably has hens. I end up moving in on the bird I just referenced and get stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's right here. He's probably 30 yards away, but he's over a fence. God damn. He's hung up, but I can't do anything. I gotta bring him across. Come through there. He's fired up. He's gotta find his way through here. Hung up. Bigger than Dallas. I don't know what else I can do right now. Might be able to slip over and set up over here on this tree. This gobbler's like 30 yards from me, but there's a fence line. I was just walking to this corner to look and immediately had to drop down. There's not much I can do. He's gobbling, he's at the fence. And then past the fence, there's a bunch of brush. I can't, I can maybe go over here to the right, but it's not like that's gonna help anything. He's gobbling his head off. Watch. Okay, he's moving to the left. I was at the corner of 4 properties, and the birds flew from one property to a different one and started to head away. So I picked up my decoy, went over there, and tried to get their attention in order to draw them back over. After about 15 minutes, the birds see me, respond to me, and start to head my direction very quickly. They're hung up by this freaking fence, canyon, and they're just in a bad spot. They're in a bad spot. They were trying to get over here, and they flew across. Like, it's a corner right here, 4 corners. They flew across kitty corner. And they're all confused now, and they're trying to come back over here, and it's just a mess. I think it's just, might be all jakes. I gotta look at them there. Didn't see any beards. I'm gonna shoot a jake today. I got 4 tags, so I'm shooting a jake if he comes in. I mean, they're right there. There's nothing else I can do. Gotta get them to cross the fence somehow. Maybe they will. After 30 minutes of setting up and calling to him, I go try to antagonize him across the fence. Come on, cross it. Cross the damn fence. Now we're talking. Trying to find a way over here. Keep parallel. The birds are about 15 yards away at this point, but it's very hard to tell whether they are across the fence or not, and that's why I'm pulling my binoculars out. I just cannot tell. Got him. Oh, crap. That was a lot of work. Finally crossed the fence. Good Lord, one of them finally did. Wow. Woo. It's a Jake, but man, the way this week's going, I ain't passing on the Jake at all. Well, they hung up. They crossed the fence, but they hung up on a canyon. And I had to go do one dirty. It's a Jake. No sugarcoating that, but it's been a long week. It's day 4. I was ready to shoot something and I got 3 more tags. He'll be delicious, and there was a bigger Jake that I almost waited for. But this one was 2 in the open. I had to take it. Oh, it's a cool place out here. It's already hot. It's always hot in the south. The next 2 days I do a ton of hiking and a ton of calling. Deal with windy conditions and end up finding one gobbler who wants nothing to do with me because he has tons of hens. But I definitely can't complain. It was a great time. And even with this type of hunting, I was lucky enough to get a bird.